Hello and welcome to Brodual. Today we've got a collection of mods that we think will make your life easier when playing Fallout 4. They aren't the most in-depth mods, and on their own they won't make a huge impact, but we're sure a lot of you will find a place for them in your load orders. Let's kick things off with Place Everywhere. We assume most of you have had at least a go at building your own settlement, and if you have, you've definitely run into this problem that this mod tries to fix. It allows you to place objects wherever you want, without having to deal with the dreaded red highlight that stops items from being placed. So you can place an object in water, in the middle of the air, or going completely through other objects. While you can obviously use this mod to make things look ridiculous or break the laws of physics, the real value comes when you're trying to create your settlement exactly how you envision it. Whether it's placing walls that fit together without gaps, or merging two objects together to create an entirely new one. The mod also adds a new placing system using the number pad. It's similar to the very popular Jackson's Positioner mod for Skyrim, so you can use around a dozen hotkeys to finally tweak any object. Using this system you can rotate, scale or move a single object with extreme precision. This essentially opens up unlimited possibilities for every placeable item in the game. You could create miniature versions of normally huge objects to decorate your countertops, or you could just create different size objects for more variation around your settlement. On the flip side, for the less patient players, you can enable the snapping system for any object that usually doesn't have it, allowing you to quickly place any object with ease. We've tried a bunch of different mods to make placing objects easier, but nothing quite like this. We've had a positioner system in Skyrim for a while, and now we finally have one for Fallout 2, where it's more useful than ever thanks to the new settlement building feature. The second mod we have is the Insignificant object remover by Acolyte85. The idea behind this mod is to remove, as you've probably guessed, insignificant objects in the Fallout world. It basically reduces the item density of what the author considered to be unnecessary items to zero. This mostly includes things like small rocks or tiny pieces of grass, and although they definitely do add to the world, if you're trying to keep your FPS up, then you could probably do without them. What you'll get is a bare bones visual experience, putting the game just above the level of Skyrim in terms of grass and rock density. However, when compared with a texture overhaul that lowers all of the resolutions, we think the end result is less jarring in game. The immediate difference is quite noticeable, but once you get used to it, you're unlikely to notice anything missing. And depending on your system, you might get a higher FPS from the objects removed, compared to the lower textures. So overall, a handy mod for anyone looking to get a quick FPS boost on a lower end system. Next up is Where Did I Put That? This mod author has come up with a system that helps organise your items and find out what they are within a quick glance of the area. The mod adds new labels that can be placed on any wall or vertical surface. And as you can see, the new labels are essentially pieces of A4 paper that have been stuck on with a bit of duct tape, which is pretty much what you'd expect to see someone use in a post-apocalyptic world. It's not the prettiest thing, but neither is nuclear fallout. All of the labels are pre-typed and can be crafted just like any other item with over 50 for you to choose from, so you should be able to find whatever you're looking for. And they can be placed just like everything else too. If you're struggling to place them exactly where you want them, try out the Place Everywhere mod I mentioned earlier. If you're like me and hoard but rarely use all of the items you find in the wasteland, then this is a handy system to keep everything organised. The only thing we'd like to see is alternate versions to paper, maybe even just a black marker version so it looks like you've written directly onto the container. The fourth and final mod for today is a simple one by the name of Better Wait Menu and Wait Anywhere. This is a mod that aims to save you a bunch of time by streamlining the wait system. No longer will you have to sit there waiting for the in-game hours to tick by whenever you use the wait system. You can now also change the amount of time to wait by using the arrow keys from left to right to add or subtract 12 hours from the timer, making it easier to wait for longer amounts of time. The time cap has also been increased from 24 to 99 hours, so if you really want to jump 4 days into the future, you now can during a single wait. Everything else works the same way as in vanilla, so NPC locations will update just like they did before. So it's just a simple way to expand on the wait system, making it quicker to navigate and use. And that marks the end of today's spotlight. Hopefully you found something to make your life in the wasteland a little bit easier. This is actually the second time we've covered these useful or handy mods, so if you're interested in more then be sure to check out our other spotlight. As always, be sure to endorse any mods you enjoy using. If you're looking for some cheap games then check out g2a.com, and thanks for watching.